Hello and welcome back. This is the Stone Warden back with episode 3 of Minecraft Exploration. I have been busy working on the aesthetics of the Valley Homestead here and have an amazing episode planned today, although you never know with plans if they're actually going to go the way you think they're going to go. So what I did was I hopped over into a creative super flat world and started playing around with designs for the house that I want to build over here behind me. And what I found is that what I want to build, what's in my mind is it's big and it's gonna be too many blocks. I don't have enough and I don't have the right type, so it's gonna be, I'm looking at maybe 900 blocks before I even get to the roof. That's just the walls and the floor. If I wanted to add a basement or some other things, that's gonna be even more materials that I need to collect. So instead of starting on the big home that I really want to build over in that direction, what I'm gonna do today is we're going to head down in the mines. I'll give you a quick update there from where we left off. And then what I want to do is come back up and right over here next to the mine entrance is put maybe a cabin in. And that way we have a starter home, something that we could maybe turn into a villager's house later on. That way we don't have to sleep out in the open under the stars. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the subs. It's been crazy. All the likes. Didn't expect any of that. So thank you. I really appreciate that. So let's get into it. Where were we? Last episode I left off with a promise. I promised you that I would build a stairway down into the cave that I discovered. And on the way to hopefully a mining situation down here. But yeah, it went rough, but the stairway is done. Stairway is done, goes all the way down into the cave. I can sort of exit right here and continue the exploration or the mining. I have cleared out and grabbed a lot of the ores that were exposed here, although not a lot of stuff off the ceiling. I don't have any feather falling on the boots yet, or guess what, any boots at all, so I don't want to take a lot of fall damage. So as the mine continues down, I need more stairs here. But I got all the way to y equals 8. So let's chat just for a quick seconds about coordinates. So if you're playing Minecraft Java, you can hit F3, get this information screen, and it shows you a lot. It shows us a lot of information. On the left hand side, about the middle way down, you can see what it says: X, Y, and Z. Now, those are coordinates. Now, if you'll notice a little bit below that, it says facing west, and that's negative X. So what we know is that east and west is positive and negative X. North and south are positive and negative Z. And then, of course, Y is our up and down. So whatever block you're standing on is that Y coordinate. Now, as we dig, once we get to about Y equals 0, it starts, of course, you can see the transformation. It starts a little bit before we get to Y equals 0. That's the first deep slate of the world. I wanted to wait and do that with you. So I'm so glad you were here to see that. Here is some lapis. So why dig a mine that goes all the way to the bottom of the world? Well, very simply, diamonds. Diamonds, as we talked about in the last episode, begin to generate at Y equals 16 and below. However, they are most plentiful the lower that you can get in the world. The lowest block in the world is going to be Y equals negative 64. However, what happens is that you get to negative 59 and bedrock begins to generate. So that's where we're headed. We're headed to Y equals negative 59 in order to find diamonds. Now, the benefit of that is that we're going to also get a ton of deep slate, which is one of my favorite blocks to build with. I want to use it on the home today. That's also why I'm down here mining this out. Eerie noise. Also, we're going to need redstone for the automatic farms that I want to start building. It's about time that we put one of those together as well. And guess what? Since we are in Minecraft 1.21, tough is now a block that has variance, and so we can build with tough for the first time. I mean, we could have built with tough in the past, but it was just a basic block. And there was, you know, I used tough in the past for a pathway block, just to sort of mix in, and it looked really good in a path. However, with this latest update, there are a ton of tough blocks and tough variants, so we'll pick up a lot of that on the way down here as well. Iron is plentiful down towards the bottom of the world. Below Y0, we have the ability to run into an iron vein and just collect an absolute gob of the stuff, which would be fantastic. So that's the reason for the mine. I'm going to go as low as I can. We'll see. It's slow going. So what I'm going to do is dig. Oh, and there we go. First diamond of the world. So the problem with that is I cannot mine that out with a stone pickaxe. If you mine that with a stone pickaxe, there will be no diamonds. Please don't do that. So what I need to do is very quickly throw down a crafting table, make an iron pickaxe so that I can grab those diamonds. It's going to be the first diamonds of the world. I'm so excited about this. Here we go. Are we ready? First iron pickaxe. First diamonds. Boom. There we go. Made the advancement. Diamonds. Oh, and then there are several in here as well. That's fantastic. And we have 4, which is enough for a diamond pickaxe, which is fantastic. So, yeah. So we need 3 diamonds for a diamond pickaxe, which will allow us to mine up obsidian. With obsidian, we can head over to the nether and start getting some of the great things that are over in the nether. So that's a huge upgrade. You might have also noticed that I upgraded to a new food. In the first couple episodes, I was using those carrots that we found, but I have now upgraded to a baked potato. Gold is something else, needs to be mined out with that iron pickaxe, or we'll get nothing. So be careful there. So basically the strategy that I use early game is just to conserve the iron, is only mine out with the iron pickaxe things and ores that have to be mined out with the iron pickaxe. I don't have enough. I haven't even created armor yet. So before I start, you know, burning iron pickaxes, which do mine faster than the stone pickaxes, right? But before I start doing that, I'm going to make sure that we have enough iron, either from mining it out or from the creation of an iron farm, which is something that I want to do very soon. We have some villagers hanging out around in the valley, and so we're going to put them to good use with an iron farm, and boom, more diamonds. Yes, so we're gonna rack up today. I have a feeling. First tough of the world. There we go. So this is my strategy, essentially mining in stairway fashion, taking those blocks, turning them into stairs, and then creating the stairway on the way back up. Yeah, you really have to be careful. Even though the floor is lit up, these little ledges that are up here, if you don't get high enough to light those up, then those are spawnable blocks, and a zombie or something worse, you know, can spawn up there and then drop down on you. So, yeah, the cave is, even though it's pretty well lit up down here, it's not completely safe. So another tip when digging, technically, lava can generate anywhere, and there can be just a small pocket of it, or you know, a giant pool. So whenever I'm digging, I always have in the back of my mind what I'm gonna do if this block that I'm hitting is lava. So one of the easier things to do is mine blocks from above them. That way, if I mine that out, and then behind that there's lava, no big deal. If you're low and you mine a block above you, and there happens to be lava behind it, just kind of have an escape plan in mind. Because especially as we get lower down in the world, it seems to be more common to run into these pools of lava. Now the good thing is that they are loud. Lava pools are not quiet. You can hear them popping. I have subtitles on, like we talked about, I think, in episode 1. So it'll show, hey, lava pops. You'll be able to hear it bubbling, that sort of thing. You still won't know where it's going to come from. So just tip from your friend, be aware, lava could be around any and every corner whenever you're mining and digging out blocks, whether in the overworld or the nether, and even more so in the nether. So another digging tip that I can give you is when you come across a pocket of gravel, a lot of times it's worth digging out. Number one, because it's faster than digging out the stone, and so it's an easy way, especially if we do our torch trick. But it mines out faster than the rock, so it's an easy way to see all of these blocks. There was a chance that any one of these might be diamond. Alright, here's the first redstone of the world. Again, something that needs an iron pickaxe or better to collect, but redstone is extremely plentiful down low. Something we'll find a lot of, and also something that we'll end up using a lot of, which is good. And there's our first piece of bedrock. So bedrock is unminable, unbreakable in survival. Of course, in creative, you can do whatever you want to do. But that means we're at y equals negative 59. It doesn't make any sense to me to continue to try to dig lower than negative 59, because you're going to end up with you can get lower in a couple of places. Like, see how uneven this bedrock is? You can get a little bit lower, but you're going to have an uneven floor because you can't get rid of this. And so, or at least without a lot of trouble. So once I get to y equals negative 59, that's it for me. This is as low as it's going to go. And quite honestly, I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised, but surprised that I didn't run into a cave or a mine shaft or some other structure in this mountain. I know they're in here, I'm sure, because you don't have a mountain this big without some crazy stuff in it. But it is nice that now I can mine out down here as much as I want, and hopefully find a bunch of diamonds. So I'm going to do that for a little while. I'm not going to spend too much time down here, because what I want to do next is take this deep slate that I got back up to the surface and begin the build. Eerie noise. Ooh, so eerie. So yeah, for the mine, what I usually do is once I arrive, just to sort of open up a little bit of a room down here, that I can kind of have a base of operations. Yeah, deep slate is agonizingly slow to mine with stone. So thankfully, with the magic of editing, I'll be able to speed this up, and it won't be quite as painful for you as it was for me to. Okay, so that is a 7x7 room, just a sort of a little basis for operations down here at the bottom of the world. So what I typically do once I'm set up down here at the bottom is what's called a branch mine, and basically that's very simple. As you branch off in every direction almost. So as I mentioned before, one of the things that really is beneficial is seeing as many blocks as possible to see if they are diamond. So what I'm going to do here is start a 2x1 tunnel that way, skip 2 blocks, and go a 2x1 tunnel that way, skip 2 blocks, and then a 2x1 tunnel that way, and then do the same thing on the other side. Now the reason that I do 2x1 tunnel and skip 2 blocks in between is that as I dig this tunnel, every time I mine out these 2 blocks, what I'm going to be able to see are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So I mine 2 and get a look at 6 to see if they are diamonds. Now, if you skip 2 blocks, there's no need to put a tunnel here because you're already getting a look at this block. If this block is diamond, it's going to be diamond whether you're looking at it from this side or this side. So I'm skipping this hallway. Now, some people say that you should skip 3 because rarely are you ever going to have a diamond block in the middle by itself. Usually it's going to generate across more than one spot. Eerie, eerie noise. So many eerie noises today. But yeah, however, as obsessive as I am about it, I like to just skip 2 blocks. That way I know for sure I don't miss anything. So as I go down this hallway, I'm going to go and I'm going to get a look at all of these blocks here, 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 and underneath as well. And typically what I do is I mine as far as I can go until I run into lava is typically what happens, and then have to turn around and come back. Alright, so now I'm hearing lava, and with the magic of the subtitles, I can see that the lava is probably in this direction here. So again, especially near the bottom of the world, any block that's mined out could be lava, or it could be diamonds. Fantastic. Now, something to think about. Lava, we can hear it, okay? What if I mine this block out and the diamond drops and there's lava behind it? That's quite common that diamonds are mashed up against some lava. So I got to be thinking about what if. So typically when I get to the point where there might be lava and I want these diamonds, what I'm going to do is get really close, and then that way if there is lava behind here, hopefully I can collect the diamond and then move before the lava gets you. But sometimes, you know, you lose a diamond in the lava and that's a sad day, but sometimes it's just nothing. Now, whenever I get a little block like that, there were 2 diamonds, I always just sort of, you know, maybe do a little right-left check just to make sure there aren't any others close. And there you go. That's why I do that. Oh, and there's another one there. So there you have it. Branch mining is the most boring, but also safe and consistent way to get diamonds and other resources near the bottom of the world. So let me take these back up to the surface. Always, if I've been mining for a while, we'll sleep or see if I can sleep first. So as you notice, I have some spruce trees here. What I did was I went to the, you know, maybe halfway up the mountain up there and chopped one down and came back with 1 spruce sapling and have been chopping them, collecting the saplings, and replanting. So spruce is one of my favorite wood types of the game, right behind dark oak. Dark oak's probably my favorite, although dark oak is extremely dark, and so you can't use it in everything. Spruce is a little bit lighter and therefore more versatile. So yeah, I definitely like spruce. Going to use that in a lot of builds. It's probably my most used wood type. So yeah, want to make sure that I collect and harvest as much of this as possible, because definitely going to be using a lot of it. I did the math for the big house that I want to build, my mansion, if you will. I'm looking at needing about maybe 400 or so of the spruce logs, and so that's a lot. That's a lot. That's like maybe 8 stacks, 7 stacks, more than that, something like that. Okay, so the bigger plan is to have a home right over here in this little flat area over there, and have a little bridge that kind of goes across here, and then maybe have a way down into this hole here, because it's hard to tell, but it goes all the way, I noticed from the other side, it goes all the way to deep slate level. So that must be a pretty massive cave. And See, it hasn't been lit up yet. It's one of those things that it might be connected to the cave that we were working in, but the cave that we were working in last episode is up here around this level, and this one is much deeper. So that's a long way down. that's a really long way down. So and that naturally generated. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. Like I said, so I'm gonna have a house over here and a bridge that goes over here with maybe some sort of water and maybe a water pool at the bottom, so I can just jump in with a ladder to climb back up. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but that's sort of the idea. Since I need so many blocks for that I don't have yet, what I'm going to do is come back over here next to our mine and put a little cabin home situation sort of nestled right here off the path, near-ish to the mine, so that we can have somewhere to sleep and stay and rest our head at night and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do is just sort of clear out a little bit of flat land here, and we'll go ahead and get that started. Okay, so the area for the build is clear and flat, and we should have plenty of room to do what we want to do here for a small home, small cabin, right in this little area. Now, the only thing I'm really missing from a material standpoint is glass, and glass comes from sand. So what I wanted to do before I start building is just make sure that I have a little bit of sand on hand and go ahead and have that smelting while we're building. So sand you can usually find, of course, in a desert, also on a beach. And so we're much more likely to run across a river or ocean with a beach that has sand in it than we are just to run into a straight desert. So I haven't done too much exploring away from where we're at. So I'm not quite sure what's in this direction. I know there is, on day one we looked, there's a little bit of water in that direction from spawn, but I haven't looked over here, so I wanted to explore and look just quickly. And my goodness, how many sheep spawn over here. Wow. So we'll have nowhere to find the sheep when it's time to do so. So yeah, this area is just chock full of mountains and caves that are just asking to be explored and mined out and lit up so that mobs don't come out of them to attack me. But yeah. So I'm not quite sure where to find sand. So let me just run and see what I can see. And if I can't find it, then I might have to go looking off camera. Hopefully I can find something. Oh, there we go. Water. So where there's water, there will be sand. Doesn't matter what kind of water. Oh, these caves are just everywhere. So let me run down here and grab a little bit of sand. Oh, hey, another village. Did not realize I had another village so close to the Valley Homestead. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder if this village is going to be as... Oh, and powdered snow in the middle of the village. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if this village is going to be as stingy on the loot as the other one was. Interesting though. Okay, yeah, village. Where? Oh, hold up. So okay, I'm hearing zombies in this direction, and that either means one of two things: there's a cave or a spawner. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this block this cobblestone. Cobblestone means that there's probably a zombie spawner right inside of here. So I hear. Yep, there they are. There they are. Look at that. Zombie spawner. Wow, what a wonderful find. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What a wonderful, wonderful find. Dangerous, but wonderful. So, yeah, this is great. This is great. So we're gonna. So next episode is going to be fantastic. Next episode is going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got a zombie spawner, which is going to mean a ton of experience. It's going to mean some rotten flesh that we can trade with villagers. Oh, it means so many good things. So yeah, we're gonna have to talk about spawners next episode. This is crazy. So we have to build. We have to do our build, and then we're gonna come back and do zombie spawners. Oh my goodness! Yikes! This is so. Yes, it's right, and it's right here by the village. What an incredible placement! Oh man, look at that! And they still are coming. They just keep coming, and that's the beauty of the spawner, right? Is they just keep coming. So okay, yeah, we got sand, we got glass, we got everything we need for the house, and our first spawner of the world. So, oh boy, I guess that means this is it. Okay, I tell you what, I promised you a starter build, starter home. So let me make good on my promise. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that real quick. All right, there we have it. Whoa, first house, starter house of the world, right here. I hope you like it. Made good on my promise, but yikes. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna say goodbye for now. And man, I can't wait to come back and check out the zombie spawner. Wow, the iron golem wants to get in there too. He really wants to get in there and wreck some shop. But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna sign off for now. Say thank you again for watching. This has been a great episode. But yeah, we're gonna get the cabin over by the Valley Homestead started. And then we're going to come back over here and sort of examine the spawner, I think, depending on how quickly that build goes. So, farewell. Have a great day. And thank you again. I'm so glad you're here. We'll see you soon. Bye.